What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Before we get started, I need you to do one quick favor for me. Let's go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Show your support for the channel. I really do appreciate it. Just want to thank you for tuning in. Thanks to everybody that's coming on back to watch another video, and for all you new to the channel, I appreciate you stopping by to check it out. Hope you like what you see. So, I've kind of had a few requests to do something like this. We just picked my stepson back up from the airport this morning and got his thoughts on it. And he said he thinks it'd be a pretty good video idea, so here we are. I know I promised no more top 10s to the fall. This one's actually been kind of requested pretty heavily, so here's what I have for you today. We're going to be looking at 10 more affordable, under the $25 range, back-to-school fragrances. These don't just apply to you young bucks out there, high school, early college, graduate school. You know, these are in my collection as well. This is stuff I like to wear when I don't feel like wearing a more expensive fragrance. Good compliment getters, yeah, they're a little on the synthetic side. There's nothing niche about anything like this, but these are fragrances that can be found easily out of the rack stores. They're readily available. That was taken into consideration when making this list. It has to be stuff that's readily available, you can find easy. You're on an allowance, you have a little part-time job working at the local fast food restaurant or a local retail establishment. You don't really have a lot of money, but you still want to smell good. You know, you're going out on multiple dates, you're seeing different girls, different things like that. I get it. I understand how high school and college works. So here's what I'm here to do, is make sure that you're going to be smelling great and make your dollar stretch further to smell better than you might have done on your own. Hopefully my advice will help you out. So these are, I guess they kind of are in a particular order. I did arrange them. No honorable mentions this time, so let's just get right into it. There's a little bit of variety in here. So starting off the list at number 10, this one is one that I guarantee if you've ever walked in a Marshalls or a Ross or a TJ Maxx, you've seen this one. You can get them for $17. You can get them a little bit cheaper online, but save yourself the hassle, spend the extra $4 or whatever it is, $3, and just pick it up while it's right there in front of you. You won't have to wait. Oldie but a goodie. Nautical Blue. This one's actually not from my collection. This is actually from my stepson. Believe it or not, all these fragrances he has access to, and I try to get him with different stuff. Don't trust me. This is his favorite. This is what he likes to wear all the time, fresh out the shower, going to school, going to hang out with friends, going with his girlfriend. They're very inexpensive. They're all over the place. Performance isn't the greatest. I mean, it's a nautical fragrance. There's nothing real special about the performance or the atomizer, but man, the pineapple in this, yes, it's synthetic, but boy, this is just a pleasing smell. This is a fantastic summer fragrance. I've had 2 bottles of this myself. Blue Sail, all those different nautical fragrances. I'm a fan too. Cheapies at their finest. At number 10, Nautical Blue. Next on the list, this is one that I've recently done a full review on. Don't forget to check that video out. It will be at the end of this video. You'll be able to click it nice and easily. But at number 9, this is going to be Davidoff Cool Water Wave. This is another one. This is kind of the budget-friendly version of your Invictus Aqua, and not that Legend Spirit from Mont Blanc's that expensive by any means, but we're trying to keep it under $25. This can be had out in the wild for anywhere from $17 to $25. This is a 4.2 ounce bottle. It does get pretty decent performance. I get 5 to 6 hours on my skin. It does have that shower gel quality. You're going to smell very clean. It's not going to offend anyone. This is a heavy sprayer, you know, because it's kind of my thing. It's what I do. I like to spray heavy. Most of these fragrances in this list, you can spray heavy, and this is definitely one of the front runners for that. So at number 9, Cool Water Wave. Spray it heavy. You'll smell good. Next on the list. Now this is one that you can find even the big bottle, the 100 ml, for $20. I've seen it. I just happened to get this one for a fantastic price, but this is a 1 ounce bottle. Zegna Warm. Very citrusy. Beautiful bottle design. Has that, hear that? It's cool. It's different. It's kind of retro looking. I really dig the bottle. Cap pulls into place. Very good sprayer. Puts out pretty good, man. It's just the violet leaf in this is really the star player. This is not your typical freshie. It smells like other fragrances, but high school, college, not everybody's smelling like this. They're smelling more of these citrus bases, shower gel quality. This violet leaf separates it a little bit. Performance is actually very good. I get about 6 hours. Projection for about an hour, arm's length. This one will get you some compliments. This is very pleasing for people. Is it the biggest compliment magnet out there? No, but it definitely does a good job. That's why this one's ranked a little bit higher than the other ones. But at number 8, Zegna Warm. I actually got this clearance for $10, I believe, for a 1 ounce bottle. But you can find the 100 ml for 20, so keep an eye out for it. Fantastic fragrance. Next on the list, you know, for the longest time, before I really started diving heavier into fragrances, when this got popular, it became my signature scent for quite a little while. Some of you that know me personally, have known me for a long time, probably know which fragrance this is. The brand's kind of died out. You can find these fragrances real cheap. Matter of fact, this is 100 ml. You can find this for under $20 out there in the wild. Ed Hardy, Love and Luck. This, as close as it's going to get to Millésime Impérial by Creed. This is just fantastic sprayer. God, even to this day, I mean, I've had this. This is my second bottle. I've got about 50 ml left of this 100 ml. These are just fantastic. I mean, most fragrance lovers have either had this, tried this, or still have it because it's that good. It's a very good scent. You're going to get decent performance on it, 5 to 6 hours. This is one that's going to garner you some compliments for sure. You can wear this one spring, summer, fall. No doubt, it's not just a summer freshie. I wouldn't really wear this one in the winter, but I mean, you can if you want to. I mean, for a while there, I was wearing it year round, like I said. This is a fantastic one. Some of you younger bucks probably haven't even heard of it because the Ed Hardy fad died before you probably even got into junior high, probably while you were in early elementary. So give this one a try. If you see it out there, I have seen them at Marshall's, TJ Maxx, places like that. I think they still have them at Walmart from time to time, but this is a fantastic fragrance at, let's see, 1098 at number 7. Ed Hardy, Love and Luck. Give it a shot. I'm sure you'll like it. Next on the list, this one can be had out in the wild as well. Very cheap. They're all over at Marshall's. This is going to be from Azzaro Chrome United. This is a 50 ml bottle. You can find this for $15, 100 ml for $20. So, I mean, good quality. Cap clicks into place. You can hear it. I mean, different bottle design, top and bottom. You know, Azzaro puts a little thought into, I don't know if you can see that, Azzaro puts a little bit of thought into their fragrances when they do this. What separates this, it has a tea note. It's got a slight powdery vibe to it. It's definitely more on the fresh side. This is a summer fragrance. You can get away with wearing this in the spring and fall as well. I get fantastic performance on this one. This is about a 7-hour fragrance for me before it's really faint. Skin scent, I would say it pushes for about an hour and a half for me. This is just, I mean, this is a good one. I haven't put much of a dent yet because it's relatively new, but once I smelled it, I had to have it, and I got, you know, $15. It's worth every penny. A little on the synthetic side, just like most of these are. I mean, you're not paying 70 on up, so you're not getting a high-end designer fragrance, but for high school, early college, you know, you're short on your budget, you may only have $18, $20 to spend. Something like this is going to get the job done for you. This is fantastic. People are going to like the way you smell. You're going to like the way you smell. So definitely give this one a try. If you're out, you see it out in the wild, this is Azzaro Chrome United. So, moving into this top 5. Now, as you can see, a lot of these are fresh fragrances, citrus heavy, a lot of summery type stuff, summer, spring, a little bit of fall, depending on the climate you live in. If you're out here in Houston, it's hot. This is almost year round for us. So now, some of these, you've actually seen another list. One in particular, matter of fact, this one, Burberry Touch. It's been in just about every list I've made so far because it's that good. A little 30 ml like this, you can have for 20-ish, under 20. I believe the 1.7, the 50 ml, you can have for about 25, which is right at the price limit for this video. And this is year round. This is a dumb reach fragrance. You can literally grab, go. I mean, matter of fact, I was wearing Guerlain L'Homme Ideal Cologne today, and it's done wore off. Yeah, it's gone, so I can go ahead and hit a couple of shots now. So this is just a fantastic fragrance, great year-round, great for dates, going to school, hanging out with your friends, going to do family events, going to church on Sunday. I mean, there's just so many things you can get away with wearing this for. This is, like I said, as dumb reach as it gets. This is fantastic for all ages. This is one I highly recommend to all of you to try out. It's probably going to be on damn near every list I make because it's that good. This isn't my first bottle. I just got a real good deal on this little 1 ounce. I needed a new bottle, came across this. So at number 5, apologize for that, at number 5, Burberry Touch. Try it out. All right, next. We're going right back to the house of Azzaro. I'm sure y'all expected this to show up somewhere on the list. Azzaro Chrome. Another good 30 ml 1 ounce bottle I got a good deal on. You can find these for around 15 as well. These 1 ounce bottles. This is perfect. You can keep it in your backpack, keep it in your duffel bag, gym bag, wherever. Very versatile. You can get away with wearing it all year if you really want to. It's a little heavier on the citrus, metallic note. Azzaro, like I said, they take care of their presentation. Azzaro Chrome in the bottle, has that diamond pattern on top, clicks into place, decent sprayer. I mean, and just that classic Azzaro Chrome vibe. I mean, this is a high seller. It's been around for many years. A lot of these that are coming up have been around for a long time, and this is one of them. This is a staple. This goes back to, I mean, you young bucks, before you were born, me and my friends were wearing this. You know, I'm not that old, but you guys in high school, 16, 17, 18, this was hot when we were your age. You know, Azzaro Chrome still popular to this day. I highly suggest this one to somebody, just young buck, not a lot of money to spend. This is just a fantastic fragrance. I can't say enough good things about Azzaro Chrome. The performance isn't what it used to be. It is a heavy synthetic, metallic, kind of smelling freshy, but man, just try it. You'll understand once you get your hands on it. At number 4, Azzaro Chrome. Top 3. Okay. This is where it gets a little interesting for me, because some of these you're not going to expect, some of them you may. It depends. You might completely agree with me, you might completely disagree. But like I said, most of this, aside from Burberry, is freshies. So what are we going to do when it gets cold outside? We don't just want to wear Burberry every day, TLTG. You got to give us something else. And you know what? I hear you and I understand. So what I have for you now, yes, you young bucks can wear tobacco fragrances. If you watch other reviews, you're going to hear that tobacco is a more masculine and more mature note. And, you know, in a sense, that's right in certain fragrances and your higher end designers and your niche fragrances and things like that. But what about a cheapie? Something that's readily available. You can find, you can get a big bottle for $20. CK1 Shock. It's on a lot of people's fall list for a reason. I get fantastic performance. During the fall, winter, and early spring when it's still relatively cool outside, a little cold, this is like a daily driver for me. I'm 34 years old. I've been wearing this one on and off for years. This is my second bottle. I haven't had a bunch of bottles of it because it's only certain times of the year I wear it, but I reach for this one a lot when it's cold outside. I get about 8, 9, maybe 10 hours if I spray my clothes. Projection's pretty solid. I get almost 6 feet for the first hour and a half, then about 3 feet arm's length for another hour and a half after that. So it puts out. You're sitting in class, it's wintertime, you don't really want to project real heavy, just go 1 or 2 sprays, that'll be plenty. But this is just a fantastic dipping your toe into the tobacco world kind of fragrance. You can find these everywhere. Hell, you can get a 200 ml for $30. That's double this. And this is a big bottle. This lasts a while. I'm about right here on my bottle. But you can't really see it. Actually, I'm about right there on my bottle. So probably after this fall and winter, I'll be getting another bottle. It's that good. It's worth grabbing, guys. This is $20 everywhere you find it. Online, TJ Maxx, Ross, Marshalls. It don't matter where you come across it. If you see it and you're curious on if you're going to like a tobacco fragrance, this is kind of a wet, moist, sweet kind of tobacco. It's very playful for a tobacco fragrance. This is a good way to start. You might end up loving it. I highly suggest grabbing this one. This is arguably Man, it's my second favorite because I'm seeing what's left. This is my second favorite on this list. This is fantastic, guys. Get your hands on it. You won't regret it. CK1 Shock, Calvin Klein. Next on the list, a lot of you probably guessed that this would be on the list, and you've probably been wondering where it's been at, because how can you have an affordable fragrance list, back to school fragrance list, without Curve, Liz Claiborne? It's everywhere. You can't walk in a rack store without seeing 15, 20 bottles of this sitting there ready. They're cheap. This is a 2.5 ounce bottle, I believe. Yeah, 75 ml. I believe I got it for around $13, $14, $15 a while back. I put a little dent in it. This is far from my first bottle. I have a childhood friend of mine that when I look at this, he's the first person that comes to mind because he used to wear this a lot. I'm not going to throw any names out there, but if you're watching, you know who you are. This is just a fantastic kind of pineapple, woody green. Just a real good year-round scent. This can be a signature scent for you. If you only need one out of this list, you can't go wrong with this. Don't think just because they're everywhere that they're not good fragrances. You're going to smell like other people for sure. There's a reason this thing's been around for a time. I haven't looked at the release year for it, but I'm sure it's every bit of 25 years. You know, this thing's been around for a long time. It's very cheap. You can get your hands on it. I highly suggest it. You know, nobody's going to think this is not a fantastic smell when they smell it. It doesn't perform like it used to. It never really was that strong of a performer, but you go heavy on this when you spray away. People are going to like the way you smell. They're going to smell you when you walk by for the first several hours. Just fantastic, guys. If you're ever wondering would I like Curve, it's not a lot of money. Get your hands on it. You'll probably like it. If you're on a budget, this is probably the best fragrance you can buy for under $25. The only reason it's not at number one is for the reasons you're about to hear about. So at number 2, Curve, Liz Claiborne. So, here we go. I'm going to get some criticism for this one. But, if you were 6th, 7th, 8th grade, mid-90s, you always wanted this one when it first came out, because that's when this brand was at its peak when it first came out. Fantastic designer. Not what they used to be. They're kind of making a comeback as of late. This has become a cheapy fragrance over the years. The performance isn't what it used to be, but this is such a nostalgic smell for me. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say it. You can wear this on dates when you're a young buck. You can wear this to the office. I wear it to the office. You can wear it year round. You can wear it in the heat, cool. You can do whatever. It's versatile. I wonder how many of you are guessing which fragrance I'm talking about. Don't worry, I'll wait. Figured it out yet? I bet you didn't. Tommy Hilfiger. Tommy. And I know, another 1 ounce bottle. You see the dent. I've got 2 more just like it because I got them on clearance for $8. I got 2 more backup bottles still sealed. I'll always have this in my collection. This is very nostalgic for me. This is a fantastic all-around scent, in my opinion. Cap holds into place pretty well. Decently snug fit. Standard atomizer, nothing special. Puts out that cactus note in this fragrance. Gives it that fresh, spicy quality that I'm just a sucker for. I love fresh, spicy fragrances. This is citrusy, fresh, spicy, a little ozonic, not much, a little bit aquatic, and a little bit woody. It actually does develop. It doesn't perform that great, but do like I do. Get one of these little bottles. Throw it in your bag. 3, 4 hours, 5 hours later, whenever it's fading, refresh. It's no big deal. Because it's that good. Tommy Hilfiger, Tommy. Number 1 most affordable fragrance, back to school fragrance for under $25. Love it or hate it? I love it. So, a lot of these in this list, I'm sure a lot of these you saw coming. A lot of them, some of you guys might not have saw coming. Pretty confident I shocked you with another number 1, just like the date night fragrances. In that video, It was number one because it had to be, because it's my wife's favorite. This one had to be number one because these are picks in my opinion. And if I'm 15, 16, 17, on up to 24, 25 years old, hell, I'm 34. It's still a favorite of mine. You see the dent in that bottle? I still wear it a lot. It's that good. A lot of these I highly suggest, I highly recommend. Thank you all for tuning in. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe. And this is another video, man. I'll tell you what, I'm willing to bet you get your hands on some of these, give yourself a couple sprays, I'm confident you'll thank me later. Have a good one, guys.